A 91-year-old man tased, all because he wouldn't get into the car to go to the doctor. The man, who has Alzheimer's, was tased back in March by an Ottawa County Sheriff's deputy.
We have team coverage on this story. Jacob Albright watched the video with our personal protection expert, who's also a former law enforcement officer, and gives us his perspective. First, though, Pilar Pedraza shows us what happened. It's video you'll see only on Eyewitness News.
Well, this all started with a call from a nursing home in Minneapolis for help because a patient in the original report was being violent. But those I've watched this video with tell me that they don't see violence. They see defiance, and they see a man making a break for it, but not violence. Again, as Roger said, this video can be very disturbing to watch. It is about 28 minutes all told in length and covers from the time Minneapolis police arrive until after the tasing itself, when they're taking the patient out on a stretcher. Again, the video shows the man repeatedly refusing to leave for a doctor's visit, batting officers' hands away when they try to help him up, and in the end, making a run for it. That's when we see an undersheriff tase him.
Whoa, okay. Come here, it's okay. Relax.
Stop. Taser.
The man's family has asked us to protect his identity in this video, which we have done. They say the handcuffs broke his wrists, and they believe this incident weakened his heart and led to his death 2 months later. I did speak with the sheriff on the phone. He is out of the office for the week and told me that he believes the investigation is complete at this time, but couldn't be sure without double-checking his reports. He would not comment on whether or not he had disciplined any officers in this. The nursing home tells me they have had a change in administration since this incident happened and have new rules in place governing how and when they call for help.
Thanks, Pilar. We also wanted to get a former law enforcement officer's take on the video. Jacob Albright talked with our personal protection expert and continues our Team 12 coverage.
Our Eyewitness News personal protection expert Joe Shalacy used to be a supervisor with the Miami Police Department and has been through taser training. He brings a different perspective to this video.
Relax. Stop. Taser.
Even with his law enforcement background, our personal protection expert Joe Shalacy cringes when he sees the video.
It's easy for us as citizens to sit back and watch that, you know, and be taken aback by that. It's difficult to watch.
But he says using the taser to subdue a 91-year-old man likely caused less harm than if there was a more physical confrontation with officers.
In lieu of grabbing him and struggling with him and throwing him to the ground, and most definitely, with his age, would have caused some pretty good injury, they deploy a taser and incapacitate him immediately.
Shalacy pointed out verbal warnings in the video and the fact that an officer guided the man to the ground after the taser was fired as a couple of points to indicate the officers were doing what they could to limit injury.
Thanks, Jacob. We also called the Ottawa County Sheriff's Office and asked to talk with the sheriff and undersheriff about the taser policy. Neither were able to talk today and have not returned our phone calls. We do have a copy of the Wichita Police Department's taser policy. It says officers should give a verbal warning before deploying the taser. Officers should only use the taser in certain circumstances, such as defending themselves or someone else. It says officers are not authorized to use the taser when a subject runs away or against a person who is driving a vehicle. It also says caution should be used because the taser can cause a person to fall, which can cause a second injury.